What is up, everybody? It is that time again for another random ass stream that I usually throw up here because, frankly, I've got nothing better to do. So, with me today, I have James Shimo of Shimonater Productions. We just wrapped up, actually, an Animaniacs special, if you will. This is the second week of it until we go through the entire season. They watch along, which has always been fun. But before that, he said he had some D&D memes for me because we're both D&D heads. So I was like, you know what? Let's just save those for another stream. We'll just talk about it and see what happens. Because this would just be fun, random internet nonsense, like most things are. So, James, yeah, go ahead. How you doing, bud?
I'm doing great, man. Like you said, we just came off of another stream on my channel, Shimonater Productions. Be sure to go ahead and follow us over there. If you're interested in watching us, react to Animaniacs, The Mandalorian, or any other show that crosses our fancy, you're more than welcome to. But I did mention because, like Travis said, we are both huge D&D nerds. And matter of fact, I showed him earlier. I took advantage of some Black Friday week kind of sales, and I picked up Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, the newest D&D 5e rulebook edition, supplement, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, so I decided, just because, it's Thanksgiving break, I've clearly got nothing better to do, as the title of the little presentation I've got here for you says. So I figured, why not come up with a nice little D&D meme stream? We've got about 72 total pictures to run through here. And I got to tell you, just some of them, especially the further and further we get through, they're going to hit a little close to home. I'm telling you right now. They can get a little too real in certain situations, and I think these are ones that we can all relate to in a very, very real way. So, we'll talk through each of them. We'll take a look at them. We'll laugh. We'll maybe get our feelings hurt a little bit, but who knows? We'll see what happens. All right.
So allow me to add this. And by the way, this is not just random pictures on his own
No, I did not make these. No.
No. These are not just random pictures he has on his computer. No. This motherfucker went ahead and made a fucking PowerPoint presentation. Yes. So for all those who don't know, what is it you do for a living?
I'm an English teacher, so
that explains a lot.
Google slide presentations and things of that nature. I know exactly how they work. So yeah, all of these are in a Google slide presentation on my personal Google Drive. So yeah, I'm that thorough when it comes to this sort of thing.
Yeah, which is why I'm like, makes sense. It tracks. Let's go.
Okay, there we go. So here's the first one. The DM asks the warlock how many spell slots they have left. Dude,
you're embarrassing in front of the wizards.
I mean, nothing is worse as a DM than not keeping track of how many spell slots one of your player characters has, and then being forced to literally out yourself as not paying attention.
Oh my gosh, that's so great.
Again, just the fact that obviously Tony Stark is the one with just the perfect amount of snark to deliver a line like that to inspire a meme like this is just it's just funny.
One thing even better before we move on to the next one. Freaking Strange in the back is another player going, really, dude?
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
You can both see, because you can see where Tony in the middle here. Hang on, let me go. So Tony's in the middle here, and he's obviously talking to Banner, who's representative of the DM in this case, and even Strange over here is going, what you talking about, Willis?
The one last thing that could have made this meme any better is just over Strange's head is the rest of the party.
Yeah.
Come on, man. It's
exactly.
Man.
All right. So much good here.
Yes.
Here we go. This one's fun. What the voice of my gender swapped female dwarf sounds like in my head. What sounds like to the players of the table.
Funny enough. I've actually inadvertently had one of those because I think I was a warlock, which is funny. And my favorite cantrip, take a guess what it was.
I can take a wild guess, but go ahead and fill us in.
Eldritch Blast.
Of course.
So, this particular campaign, or this particular session, literally, and I was playing, what was it, Adventure or something, whatever. I think it was AC or some shit. Yeah, AL, yeah. And it was funny because I had this other illusionist guy here,
Yeah.
And he kept messing with people, or he was messing with me because in the battle scenario prior to this, it was all fog, and he got hit in the head by someone else's nat one. He said, when this fog clears, whoever's next to me is getting fucked with. This guy. So that night, oh no, it gets better. That night, there was an illusion of a snake in my character's bed. I blasted the bed.
Oh, good Lord.
I rolled to see if I knew where his room was, because we were in like a little motel thing. I rolled just high enough, found him, Eldritch blasted his door down. He puts up an illusion of another door, which again I Eldritch blast. 3 things later, about halfway through, there's an Eldritch blast. There's a snake. It's like this is later on in the thing. Later on, there's a snake between my legs in my bed. And I unfortunately rolled a nat 1 and blew off my dick. And then from then on, all I had to do for the rest of the thing, the GM was like, could you just keep talking that voice from after that? Because from then on I went, do you know where we can find the item we need?
Gives me the meaning of the term, goodness gracious, great balls of fire. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
What the Catholic Church thinks I do, what my mom thinks I do, what my player characters think I'm doing, what Lovecraft fans think I do, what I think I do, and what I really do.
Yeah, there's no joke here, except soon, just more like an announcement, soon we will be having a D&D, DC D&D campaign. We're just working out the bugs, namely my internet. So, yeah, working on that. We got 1 viewer. Hi. I don't know who you are, but hi.
Nice to see you. All right.
Yes.
This one here, just because I actually do enjoy this show, I've watched it with my daughters. Seeing Discord up here from My Little Pony, just what the player characters I do. That's just a little too real.
That's just great. Oh, that's great.
All right. Woo. Next one.
Yes.
Apparently you have made the DM angry.
Yeah. If your DM has to pull out a statue as your boss representation, you done fucked up.
Exactly. Yep. They have literally thought 15 different ways to Sunday how they can literally muff up your entire world.
The only way
your shit.
There is only one other way I could imagine this going worse. Do you know those Mandalorian bookends?
Yeah. Oh God.
Yes. If you're playing a Star Wars D&D game and your guy is just like, you know what? Fuck it. You're not fighting a dragon. You're not fighting any of this. There's a whole army. And then he pulls off those 2 bookends, puts them together, and puts them right down in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
That's your army. Good luck.
Yep, pretty much. That's another one.
Of them are in Beskar. Good luck.
That's another thing you can see about expanding into for your RPGs is getting into Star Wars RPGs.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
All right. Next
one.
This one.
Oh, please. I love it.
A little bit of context for you guys. So obviously, that's Liam Neeson in the middle there. He's dressed as his character of Zeus from the Clash of the Titans reboot, and it's literally aping his whole big spiel from Taken, where he goes, "I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want. You're looking for ransom. I can tell you, I don't have magic items. What I do have is a particular set of spells I have acquired over a very long career. If you let my apprentice go now, that will be the end of it. I will not look for you. I will not pursue you. If you don't, I will divine you. I will teleport to you, and I will disintegrate you." That's great.
The only thing that would have made this better, because I know this is probably like a paladin kind of character, if they had just put instead of disintegrate, smite, that would have been hilarious.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll smite you.
Just so good. And let's face it, Liam Neeson, the way he was portrayed in those movies, does look like a very, very down on his luck paladin at this point.
No. Not bad. I just gotta say, Liam Neeson in almost any other role can be a D&D class in and of its own.
I could easily see if they did a new Dungeons and Dragons movie. I could easily see Liam Neeson playing some sort of high wizard.
Oh yeah.
So good. All right. The barbarian has a plan and wants to leave. When I'm in command, son, every mission's a suicide
mission.
Too real.
Yes, it is.
You've never played in a D&D game with a barbarian who just wants to rage and just charge in. Like, let's face it, when you look at the meme that probably led to a whole bunch of other of these, now that the age of internet memes has gotten here, it's clear as clear can be what the inspiration for this is.
I would like to rage. Huh?
I'm gonna say, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. You want to say it with me?
I would like to rage.
Not even that. I would like to rage is a good one, but I was thinking something completely different.
Huh.
All right, boys, let's do this. Leroy
Jenkins. Yeah. I forgot about that. Even funnier.
That's not indicative of this same mindset. I don't know what is.
Yeah. Even funnier, though, what was it? Going back to the Animaniacs watch along. It's like,
yeah. We all fought so hard for that.
It's like, remember the plan?
Yep. Pinky and his pinky. Leroy Jenkins.
I was like, good Lord.
I lost it. You can even go back and watch it in the episode we were doing. I just said, I don't even care about the rest of this episode. That's the best.
Yeah, that was great. High point of the reboot. All right, next point.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. High point. Because I was not ready for that.
No one was.
No. But I laughed. Oh, God. I couldn't breathe after that for about half a minute. Oh. All right. Everyone else just trying to have fun. That one guy trying to win
D&D.
There's always one. I can't tell whether he's just intense or he's constipated. I really can't tell. Or if he's trying to get with one of the other girls in the log and is just trying to hold in a fart. Like, it really
looks like he hasn't had a good chin since 1962. Or better yet,
when I had the chance.
Better yet, another scene from another great.
I mean, this was straightforward, and that's the other thing. Like, because I do a D&D kind of activity period at my school with some of my students, and there's this one kid. There's always this one kid in any group who has never really played D&D before, but thinks it's like any other game where the objective is to win, and he wants to be the be-all, end-all, just answer to everything. And you've got to sit him down and you got to tell him this is a team effort. There are no stars. It's a team thing. Everybody's going to have things that they're good at. Everybody's going to have things that they're bad at, and just chill your gills because they get so aggro. And it's just like, calm it down because you're ruining things for everybody and you're giving me a migraine and high blood pressure, which I don't need.
Yeah.
The life of a DM is stressful, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Hopefully I won't have to find that out. Oh no.
Yeah, this is fun. So just casual planning for the player's current situation, immediate surroundings and interactions. Planning your mega bosses, Pantheon wars, and cataclysmic events. Winnie the Pooh looking like a damn Bond villain. I mean,
okay. All I have to say is top one is every other DM. The bottom should just be a picture of Matt Mercer. That's all it should be.
Bring up Matt Mercer because he may feature in a couple of these memes.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh no!
Great guy, fun guy, makes everything entertaining. But holy hell, does he come up with some crazy stuff?
Yeah.
And if you are wanting to get into D&D and you need to learn a few things, you can actually go over to, I believe it's on Critical Role, where they have a whole thing on the player's handbook, an abbreviation guide, and just real stuff to make it real simple. So check that out.
Yep.
Writing a fantasy story is just playing D&D by yourself. Change my mind.
This hurts.
It does.
like 3 different fantasy stories in my head and on Google Drive right now. I'm trying to write and finish, but I'm like, I have nothing. I have story beats, I have story ideas, but I have nothing beyond that.
I have I don't think I'm really putting anything out of the bag here because literally I am working on a novel series myself. Hopefully a trilogy, maybe further. I don't know, but and it's got fantasy elements. It is still grounded in reality, but it's not. It's got some fantastical elements to it, but that cuts a little too deep.
Yeah, that's just not right.
Oh, okay. Next. Oh, gee, this one.
Oh,
Someone who recently played 5th edition D&D tries to tell me about Dungeons and Dragons. Do not cite the deep magic to me, witch. I was there
when it was written.
Oh, God.
No. You cannot get any more Jesus than Aslan. I'm sorry.
No, you can't. And you cannot get more, just imagine the amount of bass that somebody has in their voice when they're trying to tell off the people who think they know Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
No, even better than this was if it had that same title at the top, and then it just had a picture of Mr. T with the caption, "I pity the fool trying to tell me about the."
Oh my gosh! I guarantee you now someone's going to make that.
Yeah,
if it hasn't been made already,
it's absolutely going to happen.
Oh my gosh!
Next up, the Dungeon Master. Trick is to let the players win, but not to let them know
you let them win.
Yeah.
So it's like praying with the little brother. Okay.
Pretty much, exactly. It's like being a big brother and just playing games with him. And every time he plays, he has to win because, otherwise he's going to throw a little tantrum. And God, how many players have we known who have thrown ridiculous tantrums in a game of D&D? Whether it's warriors, whether it's, thieves getting caught, pickpocketed because they rolled a nat 1. It's all a manner of ridiculous.
I mean, for crying out loud, my first badass moment was undercut by a nat 1. I tried to walk outside, what's it called? Doing a perception check, and during a rainy day, rolled a nat 1, ended up landing face first in.
Jeez. Unreal stuff, man. I mean, and that's the thing with this is that, as the dungeon master, it is your job to foster the story, know what you're playing through, things of that nature.
No. Why?
It's more important that, you're not there to actually cut the players or anything like that. It is your job to just facilitate the story and lead them on their way. But sometimes one thing you really can't protect players from is themselves and their own stupidity.
Yeah. Oh boy. Next slide.
When you use a single spell slot as a warlock, one to go. Yeah. This one is too real, especially for anybody in my D&D group who is playing as a warlock right now. They're hurting right now.
That's just not fun.
No, absolutely not. All right. Here we go. Me, a fighter, eating all the damage of an ancient breath dragon attack. The rest of the group. Good job, buddy.
Good job. You can do it. Go ahead.
Which is funny because you think 4 out of all the people would be the ones to actually think that kind of thing.
You would think.
Yeah. But again, the Avengers just lend themselves so well to some of these memes.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's not really much else to say about that. Fighters eat a lot of damage because the rest of the party, their constitution's so low, they can't really spare any HP. So, I mean, enough said.
Yeah.
Finishing a boss fight with 1 HP left.
So basically, the only way I can compute this, you and the boss are neck and neck with health. And you're a half orc, and you have that resist die thing, and you're like, nope, still standing. Fuck you, and that's it.
I'm gonna say, you've got that die, and then you pop up in the original. I don't know how many of you guys know this, but in the original cut of the It's a Trap Seth MacFarlane Family Guy parody of Return of the Jedi, when they're sailing away on that sail barge away from Jabba's ship. As they're passing over the ridge, originally Osama bin Laden pops up from the sand dune and goes, "Still alive." Like, that's what you're like.
Either that or just pop up like the Undertaker. I'm not dead yet.
Yep. Me trying to figure out carrying capacity and encumbrance. Again, that's just too real. That's just bad. It feels like you're trying to crack quantum mechanics doing that sort of thing sometimes.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like you're Sheldon putting together all these complicated equations on the Big Bang Theory.
Sheesh.
Again, pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons players. What parents think we do. Obviously, sitting with a video game controller. What Christian fundamentalists think we do. Obviously, satanic worship. What jocks think we do. LARPing. What people think we do. Play chess. What we think we do. And what we really do. Yeah. Again, pretty straightforward, and pretty sad indictment of how some grown men like to spend their time.
Yeah.
Again, which is at least you're sitting minding our own business, not like these guys.
Yeah.
All right. The DM said the room seems empty. The DM said the room seems empty. Yeah, we've all been in a situation like that. Travis, you were relating something to me that kind of related to this. If you
I'll wait till the next couple, and then I'll get there. But I'll put a pin in that real quick. All right. When your players have some crazy homebrew races, attention all fairy tale things.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing is, like, as a DM, I don't allow a ton of like homebrew kind of stuff. I think the one thing I allow a little bit of leeway with sometimes is if they choose, rather than going for the standard point array when they want to roll for stats, I allow a little bit of leeway with that. Even then, I don't think it's too ridiculous. So basically, if you want to know how my thing works as a DM, is obviously when you roll for stats, you roll 4 dice, you drop the lowest one. Pretty standard, I think, is if your lowest die is doubles, then you re-roll those, right? I think that's pretty standard procedure, right?
No.
Yeah.
All I know is that I was creating a character with a friend of mine. Sorry to cut you off. I was creating a character with a friend of mine. His stats were getting a little too good. So on his last one, I said, okay, 2 things. I will pick what die gets dropped, and I will pick what it is. He goes, okay, that's fine. He rolls in the total of 4 dice. He rolls. I said, you're dropping the 5, and it's going to be intelligence. He goes, you're a dick. I'm like, I know.
Now, typically, what I do is, like I said, you roll your dice. If let's say I roll a 6, a 5, and 2 3s, I re-roll those 2 3s. That's just my usual thing. You re-roll the lowest dice since they're tied. If you roll a 1 at any given point, you get 1 free do-over on that 1. That's it. That's about the only other house rule I employ is you get 1 do-over on a nat 1 roll on a d6, and that's it.
Unless your DM's a sadist, which you roll all 4s. Or all 1s.
Again, it all depends on what kind of DM you want to be and what kind of leeway you want to give certain players.
Yeah.
In any case, I've finally done it.
Oh, no.
Make 3 players cry. Plagiarize every fictional work you've ever read. I am a DM.
This hurts because, like I said, I have a campaign formed or in D&D, and it's based on several things, and it hurts. It hurts so bad.
Yeah, it's gonna for a bit too. But I mean, that's pretty much what we've all as DMs done at least one of those 3 things. I don't know if we've accomplished all of them in the same sitting, but it's happened once or twice. Yeah. I haven't made a player cry yet, but I've made him rage quite a bit. So,
and not in a very helpful barbarian way either, which is really funny.
Right, exactly. Old school players, I only play 3.5 and back. New school players, I only play 4E and 5E. players that just want to play any edition. D&D
D&D
is D&D.
D&D is D&D.
I mean, yeah, it feels that way sometimes, doesn't it? I mean, granted, I play 5e. I think it's fine. Sometimes playing 3.5 is fun, although the mathematics are far more ridiculous. 5e, here's the thing. I know a lot of people criticize 5e most of the time these days, mainly because it's a little easier. But I think that's the point, is because it's meant to be easier for more people to pick up and get into rather than being punishing. So it does serve a purpose. So that's why, even though I can understand a few things with 5e being maybe a little too easy for maybe too simple for veteran players. For someone like me who's only really gotten into this hobby a little over maybe a year, maybe two ago, it makes it easier for me to get into it and to really just pick it up and go. So I'm fine.
Oh man.
What the players think will happen versus what the DM knows will happen. Again, the thing that tickles me the most about this is you've got pirates up here, but it goes immediately into Muppet Treasure Island down here. And I'll be just straight real with you. I love Muppet Treasure Island. It's one of my favorite movies.
It's so great. It's so great.
So much fun. Oh God, can you imagine a Muppets D&D movie?
Oh no!
I think I've sent him into fantasy booking overload.
Oh no! That's nowhere near. It's just funny.
All right, let's move forward. Wild the hate towards necromancers. Can a guy just raise a
family in peace? Oh man, this is
dad jokes are real. I mean, yeah, that one's a little dark, but it's
a little dark.
It's so funny though. I mean,
it really is.
Let's face it. All right,
next one.
Organizing an RPG section.
God damn it!
Okay, great. We'll play on the 5th. You have my sword, and you have my bow. 5th
isn't great for me. Remember I said that that campaign's coming soon? This is the other half of the problem.
So long. Yeah, because scheduling is a bitch.
Yes. Oh man.
I mean, nothing really more to say about this. We've all been here at least once or twice trying to get a game going, whether in person or on Roll20 or on, just over StreamYard or something like this, and it's just all come crashing down.
Yeah.
Role playing. If you feel silly, you're probably doing it right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Funny. Yeah. Yes. Funny thing about this, when my first character was, like I said, was a half-orc ranger, and I tried giving him this kind of I forget what the voice was basically, and I had someone directly look at me at the end of the table and go, "Man, we'll get that voice looked at." I'm like, "Fuck you! I can't do the voice." I was like, "It's gonna be fun."
Yeah. So much fun.
So much.
Okay, so again, I'm trying to figure out what this one actually reads because the text is very blurry, unfortunately. So it says rolling
the chest something.
Yeah, something something
initiative. Rolling the chest. Something the barbarian goes first. What do you do?
Yeah,
pretty standard combat stuff.
Yeah, pretty standard combat stuff. Watch this. Next he's going to say, "I rage." The barbarian and the fighter. I rage. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. Anybody who plays a barbarian and knows about barbarian skills, they become a little predictable, unfortunately.
Yeah. Krog, what would you like to do? I would like to rage.
Yep. Old school D&D, because Jello in the 80s was terrifying.
Yeah, remember that peen I put in earlier? Let's take that peen out real quick.
You have the floor, sir, as you will.
This is bullshit. Same fucking, was it the same one or another campaign thing or session later?
Regardless.
Yes. Orc is in the front with the paladin guy right next to him. Stupid. Perception check was a 9, or like a 19. Oh no, everything's fine. There's nothing in the hallway. Everything's good. Take one step forward. Move 5 feet. You have just moved into a gelatinous cube. The fuck? What you didn't see, what you didn't notice, was how clean the friggin' hallway was. After that, every place I went, I asked, how clean is this hallway? And the funny thing is, this is hilarious. I had the same DM for the next 3 or 4 sessions. He knew why I was asking the question, and he had the exact same reaction as James. He was sitting there just dying. He's like, I'm like, I'm not getting pulled into this bullshit again.
Okay. Next. Whoops, too far. Chaotic good player. You destroyed the city and killed 500,000 people. A chaotic good player. What can I say
except you're welcome?
This one hurts because there's always that one player who just wants to play chaotic for the sake of just stirring up shit.
Oh no! See, here's the thing. I keep forgetting what half-orc ranger was chaotic good. We had to go up against the fucking deity level. I forget what it's called. We had to go up against an Aasimar.
Aasimar.
Yes, in the clouds, and I was this close to convincing him to join our side so he can destroy the guy we were sent to go after.
Mm-hmm.
It was only because of my I forget what's called alignment. I failed.
Oh no!
He goes, "What's your alignment?" Oh. Chaotic good. Ooh. Everyone else at the table was like, "Really? Because of his alignment, we're fucked."
That hurts.
That's the bullshit. I just started laughing. It was fun.
That hurts. That hurts. Here we go. The party. What you got there? A crowd was displayed at the Museum of Magical Artifacts and has been reported stolen as of literally hours ago. Chaotic neutral rogue. A smoothie. Yeah.
That tracks.
Yeah, there was a guy who, in a group that I was, who had a chaotic neutral rogue, and he was just literally trying to steal from everybody at every possible opportunity. Eventually, the DM literally homebrewed a race of creatures that literally had eyes in the back of its head to keep him from everybody. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I can just imagine. It's like when those eyes. I can just imagine when those eyes opened. All I can hear is Dave Chappelle. Gotcha, bitch.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh shit.
Okay.
That's great.
When a player picks up the Dungeon Master's Guide, this isn't about dragons at all. This is math.
Yes, I can attest. The first time I read this, I'm like, the fuck is this bullshit?
Yep, been there, done that. It sucks.
It does.
Too much fun. Too real. The rules lawyer. The player's handbook.
Decide your fate.
I
am the player's handbook.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Like rules lawyers absolutely unequivocally upset me every now and then.
Oh yeah.
Because they wanna just stick to the letter of everything, and it's just like, just loosen up a little bit. Pop a torque wrench up your ass and loosen your sphincter a little bit and just have some fun. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Out loud. Some people just can't lighten up for anything.
No.
Point. Anything more than none means I'm ready for action, baby.
Again, there was the same campaign as a Gelatinous Cube. I don't know why I'm bringing this up, but it was basically like all because before this, all of my weapons have been like taken down like a hit like a point or something. It's like I had a -1 because I like because they were ooze monsters. I was basically acid. I tried to swing at them, it basically burned it, whatever. So I picked up a hammer, just out of random thing.
Yeah.
So when we got to the boss, shall we say, of this thing, I had pulled the paladin friend from that was in front of me behind me, so I just started swinging at this thing because I knew I could not die.
Yeah.
And it was just after about 5 turns of me just trying to old boy this thing to death, the guy's like, "Oh, by the way, here's my warhammer." Why? Why didn't you get this to me before?
Oh yeah. Oh lordy.
Yeah.
Player. That's 32 damage
great.
total. DM pauses dramatically. So how do you want to do this? The player. Well, I guess I stabbed him
like
really
good.
good. The DM. We were on the verge of greatness.
It's close.
Yeah, when you're doing that much damage, you got to be a little bit more creative with your kill counts.
I remember my first nat 20 crit was for the killing blow, and I was like, "You guy asked me, how do you want to do this?" Again, half-orc hunter, had a bow, had an arrow. I was like, I pull 6 arrows. And I look at the guy who healed it because, by the way, this character had a hard time dealing with noblemen backstories.
Yeah.
So I looked at the nobleman and went, and just flipped him off. He released all of it and then just flipped him off like this. He was just like,
nice. Yeah, you got to be a little bit more. When you've got that level of damage over what you need, you got to think a little bit more cinematically when it comes to describing your kill.
And that's something I don't think I'll have a problem with when I start this D&D campaign because there's people who are just awesome with that stuff. So,
History of Dungeons and Dragons,
oh, no.
1st edition, 2nd edition, 3rd edition, 5th edition, 4th edition, Pathfinder.
That's great.
Accurate, I'd say. Yeah.
Not bad.
Yep. Obviously, you got Sean Connery as the 1st edition. I'm running through my list of James Bonds trying to figure out who the 2nd edition is.
I'm gonna take a wild guess and say it goes like this: Sean Connery, Roger Moore, Pierce Brosnan, Daniel Craig, friggin' Austin Powers, and then Bourne.
And Jason Bourne. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a wild guess.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be willing to go out on a limb and say that much because as far as Bonds go, they're not picking George Lazenby, they're not picking Timothy Dalton.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, pretty accurate.
Yes.
Text-based AC like a boss.
So a monk.
Yeah, probably. I mean, this touches me on 2 levels because obviously you got the D&D basis of it, but then also I'm a huge fan of Shark Week, so it pushes all the right buttons for me.
Nice.
So, yeah. The DM when a player is about to pull
this trigger. This trigger is some bullshit. This fucking trigger. Oh my god. Okay, so I just jumped into the middle of a 2-part session thing with Adventure League.
Yeah.
So we were jumping through portals, going through whatever, because we had to like go through portals, defeat challenges, whatever, and then just kind of come back and do whatever. Yeah. So we jumped through one portal. And then we had a room, just a straight room, 7 levers. There were 5 of us.
Yeah, you're talking about this.
Then everyone's trying to ask questions, pull levers. One guy got, basically incinerated. One guy got hit by lightning. One guy got turned into a bunch of rubies. I was like, I had to, because I picked up on the monkey's paw part of this. And I was like, okay. So because we basically were going against a genie or some shit. I was like, okay, hang on. Time to fuck you. Yeah. What lever do I have to pull to complete this room? Everyone's like, oh, that's right. That's big brain move right there. Big brain move. DM's like, that's adorable. Pull the middle one. So I'm like, okay, cool. We got this. I pull the lever. I pull the lever. I turn into a fucking bowl of waxed fruit. AC of 0. Everything is a 1. My charisma is a fucking 5. It's like, and all the DM said is, well, it completes the room, don't you think? It brings everything together. I'm like, fuck you.
That is literally when you pull a Stone Cold Steve Austin and just flip him the double bird, because that's some schoolyard bullshit right there.
I love this guy to death. I wanted this guy to DM the campaign I was working on anyway, but
but you never wanted to disembowel somebody with a pickaxe you ever have in that moment.
My God, that was funny.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see what we've got next.
That's some bullshit.
Aggressive negotiations. Talking isn't solving the social encounter. Try violence.
Oh no! Oh man, this hurts because in my head I had the half-orc ranger, Robin Stormwind. As the game grew on, he got more and more impatient, just like I did as a player in the game, because I just wanted to fight people and just kill things. And so we got, again, to this nobleman's place.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no. Perfect example. The nobleman before, right? Flipping the bird after releasing like 6 arrows.
Yeah.
I first meet him. He holds up a friggin' scroll of nobleship or whatever the fuck. I try to throw a knife right through it because I'm like, fuck this bullshit. Fuck you. I miss. It lands in the water next to him. He's on a boat coming through the fog. It lands in the water next to him. He picks up the dagger, hands it back to me, going, just yours. I was like, fuck you. I take the knife and I put it back in its safe. That guy was an asshole.
Wow.
And that was a friend of mine. That was the same friend who was the paladin guy. He goes, you love playing assholes, don't you? I'm like, yeah, pretty much.
Oh, Lord.
I'll have to tell you about the warlock who blew his own dick off.
Yeah.
I'll tell you more stories about that later. Oh, man.
Chaotic neutral hero, risking my life to save people I hate for reasons I don't quite understand.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Pretty much nothing else to say about that. That's pretty accurate.
No. Yeah. Again, chaotic neutral half work right here. It was just like, I have a goal. Yeah. You people are in the way. I will help you to make my own ends. I don't give a fuck about you otherwise.
There you go. That's the long and short of it, really. Seeing their players freaking out how their backstories are tied to the campaign. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's all coming together. I love Kronk.
Yeah,
that's great.
So good with that roll. That was funny. Now, when we were talking about the DM, the raccoon waiting for you to pull the lever, my mind immediately went to something different where it would have been the same thing kind of set up where Yzma's the player. I pull this lever. Kronk pulls the lever. Kronk is the DM, pulls the lever. Wrong lever!
Yep.
Oh, God, just so many good ones.
Yes, so many.
Here we go. You think that because you're new, the DM won't slaughter your PC? New player at a hardcore table. Well, yes. Veteran player, DM.
Hold on. You think because you That's great. That's fucking great.
I mean,
noobs, needless. Yeah.
I mean, doesn't matter what skill level you're at, whether you're a noob or whether you're a vet. The DM's going to take every opportunity to absolutely mess with you when they want to be, especially if you get a sadistic one.
It's either the DM or RNGesus will just RNGesus comes for us all.
Don't get me started on RNGesus. If you've watched any of my anime or Nickelodeon bracket brawl breakdown videos, you know RNGesus throw you some curveballs.
Yes.
So
RNGesus made the last Avatar and Korra, the Legend of Korra, go head to head.
Yeah.
Before the finals. Yeah. Fuck.
Exactly. Not fun. All right. Social distancing for
D&D players.
1 minute swords distance. If you're using a short sword, you're too close.
That's great.
That hurts though because of the climate we're in.
Oh man.
Yeah. I mean, what else do you really need to say about this? Like,
that's great.
Perfect social commentary.
Perfect.
When the players start asking about the political structure of the city they're in.
God damn it.
I hope that Matt Mercer was going to show up here.
I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy.
Let's face it, that's good.
The essence of his.
Please framed and cut this shot. You are genius because that is just fantastic.
Yes.
Because literally, as a DM, the last thing you're thinking about most of the time when you're putting this stuff together is political structure.
Unless you're this dude.
Flying pig.
Yeah, unless you're this dude, which that's some of the first things he thinks of.
Oh, yeah, unless you're Matt Mercer, exactly.
Yeah, which is funny because even, again, I'm going back to friggin' watching Critical Role panels. He goes, this is why, this is why I'm not surprised when you say you read Rocket Science in your spare time.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, Matt Mercer seems like the most chill dude, and if I ever had a chance to participate in a game that he's DMing, I would absolutely be there.
I'd be like, dibs on the name Victor.
Exactly. All right, DM. As you exit the cave, you see that you're surrounded by a group of bandits, the party who just spent the last 5 hours fighting skeletons, goblins, kobolds, and zombies. I am way too sleep deprived to deal with your negativity right now. Here's the thing. I'll watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and even I think this is funny.
This is great. Oh, man. The only thing I could say that I could probably see going better than this is I forget what, I think it's from How to Be a Man or Think Like a Man.
Oh, yeah.
Kevin Hart. He's just like, listen, you're throwing a lot of big words at me right now. I don't understand any of them, so I'm just going to take them as disrespect. You better stop disrespecting me and help me with this sale.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I think he was in the hood.
New players announcing they're both going to play bards. The DM realizing the shenanigans they're going to have to deal with.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
In case you can't tell, I've got a soft spot in my heart for the road to El Dorado, and this
no, it's no problem at all. It's great.
And again, the free frames are freaking hysterical.
Perfect. Yes.
Chief Talabak's face right there is fantastic.
He's just like,
oh God. Aspiring DM. Matt Mercer, I just want to be like you. I want you to be better.
Oh, that is appreciation for Matt right there. That's just perfect.
Yeah, I'll just appreciate how great Matt Mercer is at being a DM.
Yes.
He makes almost any other DM look inferior by comparison.
Yes. But here's the one thing, though. Now that I see this, a goal I want to have for this show is to have Matt Mercer come on for one episode as a guest and go through some memes.
Dude, if he would do that, if he literally has the time to do that, if Matt Mercer would be willing to do that, I mean, absolutely. We'd love to have him. We really would.
Yes. I'd be like, before we bring in our guest, I just want to say, I'm not worthy as I bring him up.
We'll be in here in our Wayne's World, Wayne and Garth going, we're not worthy. We're not worthy. Oh, no, I'll tell you what I really want to see, though. I want to see Matt Mercer DM a game between the main cast of the Avengers. I want to see what that would be like.
No.
Dude, you imagine Matt Mercer is the DM with Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, Mark Ruffalo, Scarlett Johansson, Jeremy Renner, Chris Hemsworth. Just how insane that would be. And heck, even throw Tom Holland in there just for fun.
Yeah. Or throw Sam Jackson in there, too.
Yeah, very true.
He'll start motherfucking everybody.
Exactly. As long as I can have a purple staff, I don't care.
Yep.
When you try to make your PCs back off and rethink their strategy, but the warlock decides he wants to be a hero and you have to make a giant side quest to revive him.
Oh, this is too real. This is great.
Everybody just, it doesn't even have to be exclusive to the warlock. Like any of them could like charge it along, and it just becomes this giant just chore.
That's great.
Find a way to revive them. That's just great.
That's great.
Fantastic. I see you fill out your character sheets in pen. I too like to live.
By the way, funny thing, I know a dude who printed out, like seriously, went on a computer, edited the shit, and printed out his character sheets. And filled them in pen. I was like, dude, why? He goes, just you're wasting paper. It's like, it's fine. I'm like,
now, literally, what I've gone to is like anytime I'm filling out a character sheet in the future, I have a fillable like a template for like I can type everything in, and then I can just go back, re-edit it, and reprint it if I need to, and I'll just recycle the piece of paper that I've got. So that's usually my way of doing things if I don't have the time to just sit and do it on paper most of the time, or if I'm not using Roll20.
Yeah, I was sitting, I'm like, dude, you're wasting paper.
Yeah, what I made, what the DM saw, what I played.
That's great.
Yeah,
that's great.
I think we've all at least run into one player who played a lot like Daffy Duck and trying to hog the spotlight and everything.
Oh yeah,
been there, done that. Kind of so funny to laugh at.
Yeah.
Friend, I can DM. How hard can it be? Me, the forever DM. Brave, but foolish, my old friend.
Rip.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Well, granted, I've just gotten into DMing, and even I'm still an amateur at it. So
yeah. Jeez Louise.
Exactly. Me waiting for the GM to finish describing the scene before I cast Fireball 30 times. Yeah.
It's like, I have never seen someone take the test and get an absolute 0. It's like, what do you mean? I put the perfect spell for every answer. It's like, you not just use Fireball for every. Where are you? Welcome to a crap guide of D&D.
Pretty much. Epic level paladins. I think you know what I'm getting at, Mr. President. We're gonna kill us a mummy.
Oh God!
Again, I picked this one specifically because I love Bubba Hotep.
Man,
good movie. Just all kinds of fun. Barbarian. I was up all night polishing armor. What armor? And again, you couldn't pick a better wrestler.
You really couldn't. You really couldn't. It's great.
So good.
I actually would have laughed if they're like, I was up all night polishing armor, and it's just his face on leggings.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
Dungeon masters be like,
whoops. Not gonna lie.
I've been like that, even if I haven't been the DM.
Yeah, not gonna lie, kind of a goal for me at some point in time as a DM.
I know at least one module you can run where that's guaranteed to happen.
I don't want to do that yet. That moment where you have to ask. I've been forgetting to add that bonus
the whole night.
Yes, fucking Hunter's Mark. God damn.
Yeah. Been there, done that, hated it.
Yes.
And that's the thing is, doesn't matter whether you're a noob or whether you're a vet, you've done it at least once.
Yes.
What do you call the unfair advantage undead have in a necropolis? White privilege.
Next.
Come on, you don't like dad jokes?
Just next.
When the party is role-playing and you just want to fight.
Thank you.
I knew as soon as you started telling that story, I was like, we're going to get to that, and he's going to appreciate it.
But funny enough, the other half of that, the story arc or character arc for the Robin was funny because after I left for a bit and came back, I had given him a level or 2 in Monk. And I'm like, he went to a temple, he got his shit together, and he's going to try and be a bit more helpful in his coming adventures.
Okay. When the DM kills off your beloved character and you have to roll up a new one, Is this one better?
I made it with my teeth. Yes, good.
Some people get way too attached to their characters, and then when they're gone, they absolutely have no idea what else to do.
Yeah, that's why I made 3 or 4 characters, and I just keep making new ones.
The dungeons are closed and the dragons are quarantined.
Oh no, that's just great.
This one hurts a little bit.
It does. It really does.
Me DMing for the very first time. Hey, my mom bought me this cool new module called the Tomb of Horrors. Want to play advanced D&D? 20 minutes later, my friend's first D&D.
Oh no! I only know of this in Legend and of Ready Player One. Holy shit!
I have downloaded a copy of the Tomb of Horrors module if you would like to read.
Oh, maybe some other time. Maybe some other time.
100% bullshit.
You know what I'm about to do for my second season, which I'm already planning? I would just have that as an end goal, so I can just kill off that team and start a whole new Legends group.
Yeah. I can just see it right now where you go to sit down and say, okay, so we're going to start a new campaign today and a little something called the Tomb of Horrors, and everybody gets going, okay, new DM, we're out.
No. It'll be like halfway through the session. It'll be like really easy, somewhat cool bosses, whatever. It's like, then you come upon this skull-faced cave. You're like, nope, we're out.
Yep. That's SpongeBob meme. It's like, all right, I'm going to head out.
Oh, shit. Great.
Halfling divination wizard when the dice don't cooperate. I reject your reality.
Substitute my own.
Again, all too real.
Yeah.
All right. My carefully planned plot, challenging encounters, and full fleshed out characters. My players, some random NPC I made to run the tavern. Yeah. I've had way too many players break up conversation with almost any random NPC that they can find rather than getting to the actual meat and potatoes of the story. It's insanity.
Yep. Well, like I said, all I have to say is pistachio.
Yeah, absolutely. Very, very true. The party. Why did you kill that child? The warlock. Orders from above.
Oh, no. No. That's sad. That's just...
It is. Awful. It's sad. But again, David Tennant, class choice.
Yes. Top notch.
The paladin crits and chooses to smite on an undead. Buckle up, bonehead. We're about to go for a ride.
Yes. And the fact that it's Ash in, what was it? Friggin'
Army of
Darkness is so good. Just good.
Yes.
Perfect.
It's all around. You are lost in a forest with no roads. What do? I will locate one of the natives and ask for assistance. Nat 1. Like herping. They get broken, folks. But seriously, doesn't it seem like George Lucas was just going to troll DM when that came up? While Travis struggles for oxygen, let's try to keep moving forward, shall we, folks?
Oh, shit. Oh, okay.
I think I made it clear with that one.
Oh, my God. Oh, fuck work. I'm staying here.
Oh.
Good God.
Okay, you good?
Yeah, let's go.
How most D&D groups begin. How most D&D groups end.
Oh, Monty Python.
Haven't watched Holy Grail in a while, but I need to.
I saw it once and I didn't get it.
Oh, dude. Still funny to this day. We're a multi-class. That's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off.
Spoilers. It don't.
Not usually. When the DM throws a fireball at the spellcaster, oh, I'm sorry, but that breaks your concentration.
This is why we need Sam Jackson in that dream D&D session.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh,
I can just see it too. No, just before the whole thing, just before the fireball goes, it's like, and I will rain my vengeance upon.
I'm sick of these motherfucking kobolds in this motherfucking cave. Anyway.
Oh man! Based off of that, we can just go for the rest of this, just making Sam Jackson playing D&D using movie quotes.
Absolutely. Expectation. Come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. Versus reality. There's no earthly way of knowing which direction we are going. Yeah,
man,
pretty real.
That's sad. Oh my gosh,
so completely true.
Yes, it is.
Random encounters. Just stop rolling already.
Perfect. Perfect.
Too real.
Oh, great.
Lord. Rogue, striking swiftly from the shadows. I really hope you die on first strike.
I can see that now. Rolls a nat 1. Steps on a twig. Steps on a rope that triggers the alarm for the entire castle.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, suddenly you hear the klaxon from the Empire. How is it a space thing in medieval times? I don't give a fuck. You fucked up. You rolled a nat 1. I don't care about logic anymore.
Handbook says, who's the DM? Again, too real. Absolutely too real. That is exactly how you deal with rules lawyers right there.
Just shut the fuck up.
Oh, God.
Oh, no. Even better.
DM.
Oh, perfect. Yep. Yes. I was going to say, comparing that, adding that one to the other one. The handbook says, listen, the handbook says for you know what the DM guide says for me? What? I can put a lightning bolt up your ass. Do you want it? No. Then shut the fuck up.
But yeah, this one, I mean, classic.
It's great.
The one is not simply me, but it's still funny.
Yes.
Players finally asking about the governing system of the city they are in, and all your notes say is, who cares about
politics? Oh man,
that's another guy I'd like to see play D&D is Henry Cavill.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna say get him in a game with Matt Mercer and just have him go to town.
Oh my god, yeah.
And that is the last one that I have for this time around.
Oh wow. Okay. All right. So, ladies and gents, you see it rolling there on the bottom. It has been for the last however long of this stream. Have memes? Send them to the RyanCrossProject@gmail.com. We will compile them and we will add them. It doesn't have to be D&D. It could be anything safe. I'll put it that way.
Anything safe for work. Absolutely. It can be D&D. It can be Yu-Gi-Oh. It can be any level of meme that you want to show, as long as we don't have to edit anything.
Right. It's just like, it's one of those things where it's like, if you have safe search on and you look up memes, by all means.
Yes.
If not, get the fuck out.
Pretty much.
But yeah, for all of us here, it's actually about time.
It really was.
Yeah, that was great. Well spent. That was an hour well spent. Anyway, so from all of us here at the Ryan Cross Project, I, of course, as always, your host, Travis the Ryan. The Brian Cross project owner, whatever, the Schaefer. Yes, it's been a long day, and those memes drained the oxygen from my brain. So,
what can I say except you're welcome
and thank you. All right. So, with that being said, my guest today, James, the King of Hot Shimo. Where can the good people find you?
Yeah, you can find me over at my channel, like we mentioned before, the Shimonater Productions. That's Shimonater. You can find me there. We can do watch-alongs with Animaniacs, Mandalorian. We do my bracket brawl breakdowns. We've done one on Nickelodeon shows, both live action and animated, and we've done one on, at least the first half of one, on anime. So feel free to check that out. Also, you can join me over at twitch.tv/tundra_wolf_gaming. That's my Twitch channel where you can find me playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla tomorrow, usually probably about sometime between noon and usually 6. So it'll be a very, very long stream. Find me there. I'll also be playing through Cyberpunk 2077 when that comes out. I'll be turning the nudity off, you pervs. Anyway, but yeah, you can find me there. And you can find me at Jack of All Trivia when we do online movie trivia, wrestling trivia, comic book trivia. I will be competing in the comic book free-for-all coming up. So look forward to that.
Yep. All right. So from all of us here, I have no end line, so we'll just say bye. As we end this with one final